All right, guys, I think we are live here. Let me see. I'm actually going on my page here with uh, with everyone here, and I think I labeled it. Let me just make sure this thing is live and we're not getting any feedback. And if you guys are on right now, feel free to say hi to us because we are live on this chat. And we are actually discussing cryptocurrency with renewable energy. Wow, isn't that pretty amazing? So I want to come out today, guys, is because I know I made a post the other day where I was talking about I'm adding something to my crypto portfolio. And I actually had spoke to the CFO of this new Bitcoin cloud mining company. And they don't only mine Bitcoin, they actually mine Zcash, Bitcoin Cash. Okay, so let's just do this. Let's talk on here without having to see the live on Facebook. And then if it goes through, it goes through. If it doesn't, it doesn't, right?
All
right, so guys, I want to bring out my good friend Tony. I've actually known him for a few years now, and we actually used to be, we used to work in another company that used to be, well, actually, it's actually still around, and we're actually still producers in that company. But we wanted ways where we actually can create more passive income for people. Where we don't want to do. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of lazy, and I don't want to do a lot of work. And I want to get the word out, but then I want other people to win easier, and I want people to be able to not have to work as hard. Basically, we spent time where we were, we'd go and sign people on a deal, but then they'd have questions like, well, how do I do what you do? And how do I get leads? And how do I get traffic? And how do I do this? And how do I make money? I'm not making money with you. I quit. And then they quit like the next month. And then you have like 10 people you signed up in a month. And all of a sudden they all quit the next month because they're not making any money. So, we look to opportunities that were, going to create like some income for not only for ourselves, but, for other people. And they didn't have to really do a whole lot of work, and that's what we want. We want people to win. We just want people to win. We have no control over like these like investment type opportunities. However, we do have control over, and listen to me carefully, we do have control over diversifying in our portfolios, meaning that, hey, if we have 5 income streams with these investment deals, one goes down, we still got 4 left, or if 2 go down, I have 3 left, and then we could add like 2 more. And then we still got these portfolios going, making money for us. We have control over that. That's something they do in the stock markets, guys. They do that in stock markets. They do that in investing. They do that. The problem that people have is they put their whole freaking life savings into one program, into these investment deals. They lose it all. And then they start to come out for the promoter. And the promoter said, don't put it all in one basket. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. We are saying that to you. We're saying that because we want to protect. We want you guys to protect your funds. We're not telling you, well, you got to sign up in us. We don't hold a gun to your heads. You guys are choosing what you want to do to expand your portfolios because we want you to win. We want you to have separate portfolios in case one of these do go down. You can have the other ones up. That's how you win in this game, guys. We've had some deals go down on us, but we weren't like stressing because we had 5 other deals that were still making money for us, that we were getting paid from. So when we recommend a program, just because we want you guys to build your portfolio up. So Tony, why do you think that this program that you recommended called Trinity Mining is actually a good program for everybody?
Yeah, one thing I want to expand on what you're saying too. First is not only do we, well, at least with me, I don't diversify, but I put things in different categories as far as, low risk to high risk. It's all, like you said, it's all a risk. Use risk capital only. Okay, so if you lose it, it's not your grocery money or your rent money or anything like that. But there are some that we feel more strongly about than others. And typically, it's all the risk to reward. Some of them pay like crazy high returns. We're in one right now, pays really high returns, but I consider it higher risk. Medium to more on a just high risk end, but it pays a higher return. So like to answer your question, Tom, what you were saying about this one with Trinity, as far as the risk factor, what I like about it is the returns aren't absolutely crazy. but you can make a lot of money completely passively without sharing it, in a relatively short period of time, because the returns they're still very well, anywhere from 19 to, I think it comes out to 19 to 27% per month if you were to divide up their yearly. And we'll go over that in a minute. But the best part about it, what caught my eye with it, and then I did my due diligence, found out it's legit. They have true mining farms, is it's renewable, 100% renewable energy. And, I was on the phone with the CFO, so were you, Tom? And he confirmed, he said, listen, our cost to mine these coins is literally almost zero. And that's crazy. That's crazy. That makes this so sustainable, long term, even with paying our returns. And even though they do pay the affiliates, if you do want to market the program, they can still sustain this for indefinitely, because they're mining with almost zero cost. That's the biggest cost. If you're familiar with mining coins, cryptocurrency, is the biggest cost is in the electricity. Okay, so that's almost not even existent with this company. And we're being green, man. We're helping the environment. And I love that. That was the biggest thing with me. That's why when I talked to you about it, Tom, I'm like, give this a look, give this a look. And I know you were like, man, I'm done with these crypto things. I don't think I want to put another, add another one to my portfolio. But anyways, and that's all she wrote. So here we are.
Yeah, and the thing is that I seriously was like, I don't know, I want to do it. But then all of a sudden it's like, well, wait, I have to remember the diversification of investments. Because if you think about it, guys, when I talk to people that buy crypto, they don't buy just one coin and go, I'm going to put all my funds in that one coin. No, they buy, there's like, what, over 1,500 or 2,000 cryptocurrencies out there. I would talk to one guy, he had literally had 60 different types of coins, from Tron to Electronium to Zcash to Ethereum to Bitcoin Gold and more, right? But he didn't have just like one coin and he put all of his life savings and all of his rent money and his grocery money and his children's college funds into that one coin, depending on it. Oh my God, please pay me out or else I'm going to die here and starve, right? No, he didn't do that. He was smart with his funds and then he diversified. That's what you do, guys. You want to definitely make sure you're diversifying, and you want to make sure that you are actually adding different types of investments to your portfolio, because you just don't know. You don't know, guys. So we're just saying, just be, if you decide to do this, do not spend money that you don't have. It's like how Tony said, it's risk capital. If you got like $500 on a credit card and you want to spend it, but don't you got to ask yourself first, is this going to hurt me the next month? Is it going to make me starve? Then don't do it. Don't use that, because then if you're gonna freaking starve, then don't do it. It's you're being smart, guys. If Tony and I were here to scam you out of your money, we will say, get into Trinity and just get into Trinity and this is why you want to just get into Trinity. That's it, right? No, we're saying be smart with your funds, guys. Yes, get into Trinity. Absolutely. Put money in, but put money you can comfortably afford to lose, because you got stuff like SEC, you got stuff like all these stuff that people like that happen all the time, even in very legit programs. But like I'm saying, guys, is you just got to be careful, but still expand your portfolios so that you always have, you always have things going for you, and that's just a safe way to always invest, guys. So what do you have to say about that, Tony?
Yeah, and if you're not diversified and you're not in anything else now, we're not saying don't get in this, because you have to start somewhere. Just going back to what Tom said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. So if you got $5,000 of risk capital, don't throw the whole 5,000 in here because this is the first program you're hearing about or whatnot. Leave some aside for something else, because something else will come up. I do feel very, very good about this company. I do feel they're going to be around a long time. And another thing I love about them, Tom, you'll agree, they're so transparent. We've talking on the phone with them numerous times, Skype, WhatsApp. everything. They're actually agreeing to fly us out here, which I don't know if we should have mentioned that or not, but they've actually agreed that we can actually fly out and see them in Portugal and see their mining farms and their operations, their staff, everything. So I mean, that's huge. That's huge. So that tells you that it's not them. We don't have to worry about necessarily them. It's just there's always outside forces that can affect the program. So just be careful. But we do feel. I mean, I wouldn't be on here with you right now, Tom, if I didn't feel very comfortable with this particular company. You know.
I'm chuckling because someone commented, the Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort, said the whole crypto game is a scam. Well, let me reply to that. Okay, so you have this guy who owns Chase Banks. What's the guy's name? I forgot his name. Anyways, he's like, guys, don't invest in Bitcoin. It's a big scam. And then on the side, he's developing this crypto group to invest all of their money, JP Morgan, into Bitcoin.
Yeah, they do it because they cause a big sell. The price drops for because of their news, and then they jump in and ride the wave back up and make a fortune off it. Never listen to the media.
And like I said, I mean, if anything, do your homework. David Cleve, do your homework, bro. Instead of just saying, "Oh well, hey, the Wolf of Wall Street said this, so it must be right."
Well, if that's not the pot calling the kettle black, I mean, come on, man.
I mean, do your homework, first before doing anything. Basically, we have a lot of people that we've actually been reviewing, and they are people that have are big investors into Bitcoin. We don't watch what people say; we watch what people do. That means that if JP Morgan is out there saying, well, crypto is going to be a big scam and it's not going to go anywhere, right? Well, basically, if that's the case, then why the hell is he forming a group to buy, more of crypto when he's like saying it's bad, but then he's going to invest in millions or billions of dollars of it? Doesn't make sense. We don't watch what you say; you watch what they do. Watch what investors do. Don't ever watch what people say. They will actually say, well, this is bad, but then on the back end, they're like investing more as they see that price go down because they're spreading what's called FUD, which is fear, undoubt, and certainty. And Dave, I don't think you're disrespecting us at all. I think it's just you're just going by what you heard, and you're going by what the FUD is, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and that's all you're hearing, bro. No, we don't think you're disrespecting us at all.
It was funny. As soon as they said that, I think that was the past couple of days on like CNBC or something. It actually, because people are getting smarter now, and the price of Bitcoin actually jumped up after that was said. And I even saw a post, somebody said, go on the Twitter on CNBC and say, thanks for the pump, kind of thing. But yeah, crypto's not going anywhere, and especially blockchain technology isn't going anywhere. Of course, the banks are scared. It's going to make them obsolete in 5 to 10 years. So
I was watching some crypto updates today on YouTube because I'm always educating myself on crypto, on how there's a lot of these third world countries that are going to be adopting Bitcoin just because of the fact that their fiat currency just sucks. Like Venezuela is one of them. They're ones that their fiat currency is going to excuse my French, it's going to shit, and they want something that's going to be more viable for them, that's going to make them a better profit. And if crypto was a big scam, then why the hell do we see all these Bitcoin ATMs everywhere? I'm sure even in Vegas where Tony lives, he's probably seen some Bitcoin ATMs.
Yeah, they're in some of the casinos, a couple of them downtown, a couple of them on the strip here already. Yep.
Yeah, that's not something that's trying to scam people, guys. I mean, it's you got to remember, guys. I mean, think about it like this. Remember where we were when the .com boom happened, and we're like, crap, we should have got in at that wave, right? So I went to like Tony Robbins' Business Mastery, and they talk about like getting in at the wave, right? And the wave right now is where you want to be in at, like where crypto's going. Right? If you guys had got in when the internet was just launched and you guys invested in Google stock or Yahoo stocks or anything, you guys would be well off today. And I guarantee you would be if you knew the future of where it was going. Facebook stock. if you knew where Facebook was going, you'd be well off today, guys. And the thing is that you have to understand that this is all an investment game. It's not a guarantee. It's an investment game. Just with these mining programs, it's an investment. You guys you don't know, guys. All we know is that we have a way to mine it with renewable energy at zero cost, where you're going to be able to mine it to where I've actually heard of some of these mining farms where I personally had to buy some mining rigs for one mining rig for like $8,000, and then I had to pay them $200 a month just to mine my electricity for them, right? So these guys have these farms. What are those things called? The windmill, the wind, the turbines, the wind turbines. Right. And they're producing renewable energy that's going to cause their costs to be almost zero.
And you can see it on their website. They just posted a couple videos of the turbines and also tons of their mining rigs, video of their mining rigs and everything. It's all right there on their website, which is what I like, the transparency. So.
Yeah, and plus one of the things that I love too is that, I mean, if someone's gonna scam me, why are they gonna hop on the phone and add me to WhatsApp and talk to me daily about stuff that's going on? You know?
Oh yeah, not just that. My account manager, I think she's your account manager too. She's actually in the States right now in Chicago, and even invited me to fly over there to meet with her. And I said, well, if I wasn't, she thought I was closer. Maybe she thought I was in Cleveland because my phone number. And I said, well, I'm actually 2,000 miles away. But she's like, had no problem with that. She's actually here in the States, just getting U.S. investors. And she was even willing to come here. She's like, if you get people in Vegas, we'll do a seminar there and everything. So, I mean, yeah, it doesn't get any more transparent than that. And the credibility's got, way up there because of that. They're not, on the other side of the world behind a computer. Yeah, sure. Send me your money. Yeah, sure. We'll do this. We'll do that.
Yeah. And guys, the cool thing about it too is that, we want to help you guys make some money on the back end too, like with the partnership program as well is what they have. I've actually created I'm actually almost done. I'm actually 90% done with a free marketing system just for Trinity. And when you guys invest into Trinity and you decide that you want to, share what Trinity is doing and things like that with others to help them want to also invest as well. I mean, the thing is that you're going to get that for free. I'm not going to charge you a dime. You're actually going to even get the autoresponder for free too. All of that. And I'm going to take care of the server costs and anything. If I'm looking to scam someone, why am I putting in thousands of dollars of my own work into you guys? Why? Because I want you guys to not only make money with Trinity, but I want you guys to also make money with the partnership program too. That's not the eyes of a scammer, guys. A scammer is going to be like, well, sign up with my program and screw you. No, I've actually spent hours and hours and hours of development time, design time, and my own time to just to help people win. Tony is not going to make time to come on here to say, hey, let's go scam these people. No, he wants to come out here, and because he wants people to see them win. That's why. And Trinity is just one of our investment programs that we want to mention to you guys. We're going to be looking at other programs all the time. If they don't seem like legit, we're not going to put it out there at all, because we don't want you guys to get into something that is just straight out a freaking scam up the butt. We don't want to do it.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. That's the problem. There's a lot of them.
There is.
The thing is, we do a lot of due diligence. If we can kind of read between the lines and see, if what they're saying is true and stuff like that. So I guess you could say we minimize the risk by doing what we do and having the knowledge we have and the experience with being in crypto. I've been in about 2 years now. I think when I got into my first program, in fact, funny story, real fast. It was $900 a coin when I got into crypto, and it was it wasn't even mining. It was a trading platform. And I thought, well, maybe this might not be so legit. So I didn't share it with anybody. This is what's so funny, Tom. I didn't share it with anybody. I put like $5,000 of my own money just for the profits. I ended up turning that $5,000 into $155,000, and they lasted. And I'm like, I didn't even share it with nobody. So it's so funny, because I was reluctant because I didn't want other people to take the chance that I was taking, because not everybody has that thick skin. But now we know what to look for and all that. And another one of those comes around, we're gonna share it. So
and it's funny because people can even go on my YouTube channel where if I've seen red flags into a program, I've called it out. I've said, hey, I see red flags in this, guys. Like, don't be careful about this one, and I've mentioned that before. And the thing is that I think David makes a good point right here, but he says, hey, there's these people recreating websites, exactly what you're talking about, and then 6 months down the line, it's gone. You need bulletproof crypto going on for a change. Absolutely, you do need bulletproof proof that these mining programs are going to be around. That's why we always say diversify, guys. We don't say put all your money in this. Tony and I, we will publicly say we never once said put all your money into this, have we?
Well, no, and not only that, but that's a good point. Is even if you start off with one or two and you're not fully diversified, still, we always say play on the house. Get in for 3 to 6 months and get your money back and play on the house. Then take that money that you got back, use that to diversify into something else, and that way you don't have to worry about it. One of the things I like with Trinity, just to get on some good pointers that sets Trinity apart too, is there's no contract. Because at the beginning I thought it was a 1-year contract because it tells you the yearly returns, which are between 230 and 330, or give or take a few percentage points per year. But you're actually paid daily. And I don't know if you know this or not, Tom, but I confirmed it literally 2 days ago when I talked to the CFO, that you can take your profits and your deposit back at any time. You have an emergency, you need to get your money out in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you can take it out. The only thing that matters in the form of how often you take your withdrawals too, by the way, is the percentage they charge for a withdrawal fee. You can actually get paid out, this is going to another benefit of them, daily, meaning they'll put it in your pocket every day, your profits. The only difference is they'll charge a 10% fee from your withdrawal. Like myself, I'm going to do monthly. That way it's only a 5% fee. But again, I got to stress, you can take your deposit back, your principal at any time. You're not tying your money up for a year, which some of these platforms do. Some of them are 3 years, 6 months, 3 months, whatever. You're not under no contract as far as your deposit goes, which I like a lot. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and the cool thing about it too, guys, is also, you're taking out in a month's time. How much are you taking out? Like 27% or something like that? If you do,
it depends. It depends. It's the minimum's 500 and it goes to 10,000. There's 4 different levels. So the more you put in, the higher your monthly percentage. So you just, like I said, the yearly percentage, you divide it by 12. Actually, you divide it by 365, and you're actually going to earn daily on it. But yeah, it starts off at 19, almost 20%, and goes as high as 27%. And another thing to remember too is you're not earning it. Here's a couple of things I want to mention, so I don't want to forget, because this is important. I'm a numbers guy, so I get like all these questions and I hammer them with it. Want to make sure I know because I want to do my strategy, and I want to make sure I could tell people exactly how it works. But you're getting paid in coin. So let's just say, make round numbers here. Let's say you're in between, you're getting 25% a month. That means if you have 1,000 coins, you're going to have 1,250 coins in 30 days. It doesn't mean you're going to have that much in US dollar. So if the value of the coin goes up, guess what? You actually earn more than that percentage. Like right now is the best time because it's it's like sale of the century for all these cryptos. So you get in right now, and in 3 months from now, instead of being up, say 75%, you could be up like 200-300% because the price of the coin's going up. So your balance is going to increase and decrease, fluctuate with the price of the coin. But the main thing is you're getting that coin percentage, that 19 to 27% increase in amount of actual coins that you have. So just wait for the market to adjust. If it goes down, so what? You're earning coins. You're earning coins. When the market goes back up, you got all your money back plus all that profit. So that makes a big difference there. One more thing real fast, because I don't know if you know this or not, Tom, but because I asked him, I said, why do all the coins pay the same percentage? That doesn't make sense, because the difficulty ratio is different for every coin. The profitability is different for every coin that you mine. And I was correct in assuming that what it is, it's almost like a mutual fund approach. They're mining all the coins and they're giving you that return on whatever coin it is you give them as a deposit. So if you want to earn in Bitcoin, you have to give them Bitcoin. That's how you're going to get paid out in Bitcoin. But the cool thing is, if you give them Bitcoin, you're still getting the same return on investment as if you give them, Ethereum. So that's what I like a lot. I'm going to give them Bitcoin. That way I get paid out in Bitcoin because I know it's going to hit,
We're also getting 27% of the Bitcoin, not the US dollar rate, right?
Like I was saying before, you're earning it on the coin, right? You're earning that in coins, not in USD, correct?
Which is good, because we have a lot of I've been watching a lot of the videos out there on these top guys who have the inside scoop on Bitcoin. And, I've heard some outlandish numbers. I've heard, that Bitcoin, the highest I've heard at the end of 2018, I'm not saying it's going to be that way, but the highest I've heard is $60,000 per Bitcoin. Yeah. I'm not saying it's going to be that way, but then I've heard $40,000, and then I've heard $20,000, but I haven't heard anything under 20. But at the same time, it's like, you never know these days, guys, because the coin is so volatile. You can have like it go up to 40 or even 30, and then someone just like has all these Bitcoins and then, just like dumps it all. And then all of a sudden it goes back down to 10. So we're not saying there is no guarantee in the price fluctuation, guys. But from what we've seen in the past statistics in what people do with that have been doing Bitcoin for the last few years, people only thought Bitcoin last year was only going to go up to $5,000 at the end of 2017. Where did it go, Tony, at the end of 2017?
It hit 20 grand in the middle of December.
$20,000, December 19th, 2017. Yep. That's a 3,000% of where it went higher than what they thought it was going to be at, guys. They had no clue it was going to be. They thought it was going to be $5 grand. And these are these top investors. So, you never know, guys. For anything, the inside scoop I heard why this guy thought it was going to 40 grand, or he believes it will go to 40 grand, is because of the fact that he is doing the thing where he's watching what people do, not what they say. And so he's watching like these investors, like the JP Morgan. He's saying, well, Bitcoin's a scam. It's going to it's going to tumble. It's a big bubble, blah, blah, blah. But then he's forming these groups where it's going to shoot like it's where he wants to buy it low. And then all of a sudden when it shoots up, he's going to have all this money in Bitcoin all of a sudden. It's the best way to talk a coin down is through the news like that.
Well, and exactly. And another big thing is, everyone's talking about the ETFs. Now, here's the thing, the way I look at it, and that's why the difference in price predictions are so vague, if the ETFs don't pass, it's still going to, I believe, still going to climb, and that's where it'll probably go to 15, 20 grand or whatnot. But if they do pass, and they'll pass they keep extending them. They always extend them with the ETFs, always do that. That's just what the SEC does, okay? But if they pass by the end of the year, the institutional money, we're talking trillions of dollars, are going to just flood the market. It could go to $100,000 by the end of next year if these ETFs pass. So, it's really sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. But even without it, I still see a constant big bull rush for sure for a wild bull run.
Yeah, and the thing is, guys, there's I could give you guys straight out what the I'm trying to look up this one site I'm looking on right here okay. So there's this this guy on YouTube that I get all my crypto updates from, and you guys can actually write this one down. Seeing if I could find it. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm looking on my computer. But the guy that I get a lot of my news from is he does these daily updates, maybe like almost 3 updates a day on stuff that he hears. You can write this down, guys. It's called Tech Cash House. It's this guy who does all these crypto updates, and I watch him daily. Literally, he's got maybe 2 or 3 updates a day, all on like Bitcoin. He had something like, you know, one was like why the Bitcoin bull run is about to happen, why the ETFs are about to get approved by the end of September. And then when that happens, you're going to see Bitcoin just go way up. And Tony, tell everybody what an ETF is.
Well, basically, what does it stand for? Electronic transfer. I can't even remember what it stands for anymore.
Electronic transfer of funds.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. But it's basically in layman's terms like almost like mutual funds, like giant funds, but they don't have all the expensive costs like the mutual funds have. But what it is people don't have to actually buy Bitcoin in order to be invested in Bitcoin. So the big institutions, they purchase, and here's the big thing about it, they have to actually hold the coin. So the institutions are going to buy billions and billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, so that way their investors can invest in Bitcoin without having to purchase it themselves. Okay. Right. And what's going to happen when there's, you know, billions and tens of billions of dollars of Bitcoins being bought? Well, the price is going to shoot up. So it makes it really easy for the other 98% of the people that aren't in crypto to go in their portfolio, go to their advisor and say, hey, I want to get into Bitcoin. Add that to my portfolio. Sure, no problem. Boom. Now that's in your, that's a part of your portfolio, you know? So it just makes it super easy to where people don't have to jump through hoops to purchase Bitcoin. They don't have to do it on their own. They don't have to know anything about cryptocurrency or nothing. That's really the whole thing with it. Just like last year when all the other markets got involved, you know, but that actually didn't have as good of an effect as people thought it was going to have, because a lot of the big guys came in and they started shorting it. That was one of the reasons too why Bitcoin's had such a rough year, you know, because they start shorting it and they're making money on the downward spiral, and all the newbies that jumped in at the end of last year because they didn't want fear of missing out, FOMO, right? They bought Bitcoin. As soon as it starts dropping, they all get scared and they all sell their coin, and further drops the price of the coin. Okay, well, that's why I say right now is the best time ever.
It goes back to my point of how these guys were like taking a secondary loan on their refinancing their home to get money out to invest into Bitcoin. Oh my God, it's already going to go up past 20 grand, right? They put all their eggs in one basket. So they're being, you know, being stupid with their money. Excuse me. When and you talk to a person who's smart about his portfolio, who knows to you know, take his coins and invest in a portfolio worth of coins, or if you have a way to mine it with some of these mining programs, you know, you let them do it, you know. But like I said, you know, you do your due diligence, and the cool thing about it, guys, is that, you know, with Trinity Mining as well, I mean, when you register for the site, you're going to get a phone call from an international phone number from one of the people from Portugal or wherever their offices are, and you could drill them on all the questions. Like this one guy, Glenn here, says there's no such thing as zero energy. Well, Glenn, why don't you ask them how that's possible then, bro? Don't even come out here on our live right now. Get the fuck off our live and stop talking negative, dude. You know, don't be a dumbass and start saying stupid stuff. You're just going to get yourself eliminated off my Facebook, you know? But the thing is that you can ask these questions to these guys and find out for yourself. I always say, do your due diligence and see if you feel comfortable with it, you know? Right. And that's all I'm saying, guys. You know, we're here to, we want you guys to win with this. We you know, you guys can choose to do it if you want, or you guys don't have to. We're not holding a gun to your head saying you have to do it. We're just relaying the information of what we have learned and why we feel comfortable with it and why we're confident enough to come out to you guys to let you guys know about all this. You know, that's all. That's all, guys. And, you know, we're honestly always saying, you know, diversify your portfolios and always invest what you can comfortably afford to lose. That's what we always say.
Yeah, and that's one more thing I want to mention, because some guys, what they do is they don't put any of their own money in these things. All they do is they market it and they use all their referral commissions to build their own account. So it's kind of like they don't have courage behind the conviction. You know, they're not using their own money. Myself, for instance, I'm getting a fairly large payout. I think, Tom, you are too, in another one of our other programs, and I'm literally taking like $50,000 and putting it into this from that, you know, in addition to what I have in right now. So, you know, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. You know, the referral part of it, that's not even an issue with me, you know, because I'm making so much on my own money, it doesn't matter. And, you know, I'm a big networker, so are you, Tom. I haven't really done anything in the past year and a half to 2 years. For the most part, almost all the income I've been making has been 100% passive in some various crypto programs, you know. So, I mean, yes, there's money to be made in it. Just use the rules like we told you. Just be smart with it, diversify, do your own research, do your own due diligence. Maybe you'll find something out that we didn't find out, you know, good or bad. So.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, we just want to come out to you guys today, do a live this afternoon, wherever you guys are in the world. I'm actually here in the Ukraine. It's 11:28 p.m. And next week we're headed to Romania. So you guys can tell me. So I can tell you guys that, you know, we've been living like very good with crypto profits and stuff like that. And I've traveled to over 19 countries now, guys. And why am I doing that? Because I can do that, guys. I can do that stuff. And the thing is that you have to remember, guys, you guys can live a free life. I mean, from what I learned by traveling to these different countries, guys, is that, I mean, you can live Airbnb to Airbnb, and at the most that I'm paying, I paid, what, $900 for an Airbnb. My own entire place comes with a kitchen, you know, bedrooms, you know, whatever, toilets and bathrooms and bathtubs and everything, all of that. And I was paying like about that much or more when I lived in Florida, you know? So I'm not saying like everyone is ever going to be able to do that. That was a big step for me, putting my stuff in storage and then just kind of venturing out like that. But at the same time is that I did it, and now I'm able to relay that story, you guys, to inspire you guys. So, but anyways, about this program, guys, is that, like you said, we feel very good about it, but we want to make sure that you guys do your due diligence. Do not invest your kids' college funds or your, you know, your rent money or your grocery money or anything like that. Diversify on several different platforms, and you know, always just you know, always just be safe. Be safe out there, guys. So Tony, thanks for coming out, my friend, and we're gonna end this out, and we'll see you guys very, very soon. God bless everyone.
Take care, guys.